Speaking of which, Jaguar Wright. While I was going live, I seen what's it in a real life production? My bad, I was saying the wrong. Yo, is it Real Life Street Stars? I don't know if I'm saying it wrong. Anyway, they were premiering an interview with Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown. Now, watching any content with Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown, first and foremost, let me ask y'all a question. And I'm asking these questions more of a precursor into us even playing any part of this video and analyzing this on a serious level. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that Jaguar Wright is mentally well? That would be one question. The second question would be, on a scale of 1 to 10, because I've noticed one thing about the industry. When some people don't get what they've yearned for, they worked hard for, they feel the industry fucked them over, turned their backs on them, they become bitter. They become bitter to not only the system of the industry, but the people and the roles and the circumstances that resulted in that. And I was listening to, and I'll play the audio, I was listening to Jaguar Wright talk about some stuff, and she was just like, fuck that bitch, Jay-Z. He owes me $25 million and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, whoa. It was like, felt deep-seated. And then at one point, she brings up that Jay-Z, I don't know if her son passed away or something, but she was blaming Jay-Z for that. And I was like, It might be that she's blamed a lot of her misfortune. And she said, yeah, the best thing of Jay-Z's career was that Unplugged concert that I was a part of that he hated on. And I was like, I'm analyzing it slightly different to say, is she a little bit bitter and resentful because her career didn't turn out how she probably hoped it would? Now, two things could be true. She could be bitter and telling the truth. I don't know. So I don't want to, nothing I'm saying is trying to discredit her. It's more of saying we got to look at the bigger picture. Now, let me then ask you about Orlando Brown. Do you think, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that Orlando Brown is mentally well? Now, while you answer that, I've spoke to people about Orlando Brown. And you know what they've said about Orlando Brown? Now, Orlando Brown is actually not mentally ill at all. They actually feel that drug use, they feel he's a drug addict, but they don't feel that he's mentally ill. They feel that the drugs will have him appearing to be so, but they actually feel that he is a smart individual who at sometimes know how to play the character to evoke certain reactions. And yes, is he maybe a little bit disgruntled about how his career turned out? Yes. But he understands in the realm of entertainment, you know, I think even Jaguar Wright said it, he's playing a character. Like he gets booked for several thousands for interviews, and they want the Orlando Brown that says whatever. I don't know. You have to be the judge. I think this video is finished.
I want to make love to you. Love to you. Say, hold on. Baby, there ain't really much to say.
Baby, there ain't really
I want to make love
to
to
say. Love to you. Oh,
think about you every single day.
I'll give Jaguar Wright this, though. That voice still do be sounding good. I'll give you that.
Make love to your body.
I ain't gonna lie. If I pulled up to a stoplight and I saw Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown right there, and they're singing this beautiful medley, this beautiful duet, shit, I don't even think I would give him spare change out of my car. I'd probably be like, yo, tell me y'all got like Square. Y'all got something I can swipe? Just take 100. It sounds good. It sounds good.
Baby, won't you do me naughty? 'Cause I love it when you do me that way. Yeah. And when I come and say, ooh, got my head all screwed. Look at these.
She's pretty good at doing background vocals too. Yeah, this is like impromptu. She's fitting in.
Expression on your face.
This all Jay-Z had to do to get her to stop talking that shit. See, Jay, Orlando Brown gonna teach you a thing or two now. All you had to do was this. Acknowledge her, nigga.
You know, real life.
Doing the mileage with your feet.
Okay, we're gonna skip to either about Diddy or Jay-Z. Let's see.
Watching and you stay out of this room, you stay out of that room. That's me. There is no comparison. There's only Jesus and Mary Magdalene.
Got it. So question, if I were to challenge you right now, artist to artist, and I sang something, because you ended.
Ooh, look at the expression on your face.
Okay. Okay.
You know, what I find most interesting is that nobody is watching the evolution of a crab, a soft shell crab, jumping from one skeleton to the next.
Yeah, but you know, Reby never wanted this for the Jackson family. You know, my mother, you know, Catherine never ever. I wanted, and I was like, oh my God. Bow Wow, they're not worried about your pussy.
Wow.
It was like 100,000 people out there not worried about his pussy.
You want to know what's interesting?
But
I felt the same way about Usher.
But no, listen, let me finish. If they
nobody liked to me.
Now, listen to me. Now, this is what's funny.
What?
Now, the same 100,000 people that was in the audience, if I would have jumped on stage and said, now, name Kevin Gates and then the other nigga, that's not funny. You're going down. You don't even own Wild 'N Out. You only own Wildin'. And when it come down to it, if you really want me to jump down, I'm like, yo, my nigga, like I'm in the city, bro. I'm out here, nigga. My baby mama put the brakes on a nigga. My wife put the brakes on a nigga, bro. The police, everybody know I'm out here, nigga. I'm a bad boy, nigga. You don't know Orlando Brown is in Arizona? Oh, okay. All right, cool. Fine then, nigga. Okay. So then, all right, cool, right?
Right.
So then now we out here and we in Arizona. And I'm like, all right, well, we in Mesa, we in
What the hell is going on here?
What does that mean to you? Because again,
Well, I'm Orlando.
okay,
And he's now Jaguar. I swear to God, he was like, I never.
Hey man, I don't know nothing.
In Houston, it's a day.
Like how you feel about being my mom as Whitney Houston? You feel?
How do you feel about Tyrese's Coca-Cola commercial?
Love somebody.
The problem is when you take an astringent agent like me and you put it into an ecosystem that is imbalanced, everyone is afraid. Everyone. There's a lot of people that want things to stay the same. And the reason why they want it is because that's the only way they're ever going to get it. See, pure talent is pure talent. Pure whore is pure whore. What's the line between the two? Hollywood. Am I wrong?
I mean,
You're not. I just don't want to
Cocaine is a
disrespect
hell of a drug.
what you're saying. You're not.
You can't disrespect. You can only go on.
so I have to ask for those people out there that believe in this thing that exists. Is there such thing as a matrix? Are we all embedded in the system? And I don't say this to be when Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown.
You know what?
You know what I mean? But
Everything you're talking, spreading all this money around in the streets, but you ain't shredding it around to the right people.
So put her in the fur and then put me in the dope.
Put me at the put me right here. What they call that? Shotgun.
Oh yeah.
And give
Yes,
it to me
ma'am.
appropriately.
Yeah, call it whatever you want to call it.
All right. Well, with that being said,
Anyway,
Jaguar
wait a minute,
Wright.
You got me in my feelings.
Yeah. Talk.
See, because you talking about Curtis.
I know
Me and Curtis got issues.
What's up with now? Come on, you ain't got no
Curtis has to
ain't got
get
no
me a
issues
new
right
cap.
now.
You know, me and Curtis got
I
issues.
know you ain't got no issues.
He
with
down in
Curtis.
Shreveport acting a fool. But I ain't gonna put you in
He
there.
in Shreveport doing what?
Acting a fool.
I can't know nothing about that. I'm trying to be the actor and trying to get
And guess what? I'm gonna tell you something right now. Millennium
50, I don't know nothing
Studios
about no
is
Shreveport.
open.
50 Cent, I don't know nothing about
I know everything about Shreveport.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about no Shreveport.
I know about the bayou.
Do that in the show. She know everything about that, 50.
Yes, I do.
I don't know nothing about no Shreveport. I got 5 kids.
It's called Power.
She can know, it's called, She can know all about Shreveport.
It's called Power.
Okay, man. Did y'all see this shit?
My son died because he was my son.
He died because of
He was targeted because he's my son. He was working on his EP. I bought Philadelphia for him so he didn't have to sign to a company because I knew what it was going to do. He interned at Rock Nation. And they approached him to sacrifice me. I saw his death when he was 19. I moved us here to stop it, to prevent it, to avoid it. They take them anyway to show you what the harm is. Right. Giovanni, his death is why I do what I do. My son died because he was my son.
He died because of
he was targeted because he's my son.
He
was about.
Now, she wasn't done. She went on to claim that Jay-Z owed her $25 million. Let me see if I can find it. And for her, hold on. It's been so much on her recently. It's hard to keep up with. However, she was called out. Listen to this shit. Oh, is this no, that's not the latest thing. Wait, where is it?
Long time. And the truth is, the reason why he can say all the things that he say and get away with it are because so many black people have co-signed him. Y'all remember not long ago when the feds ran up in Boosie's house? He blamed Vlad for it. And then all of a sudden, everything's okay again. And now him and Vlad are...
How deep those ties go.
Is this it? Give me a second. Damn, I don't got my links in order today. Give me 1 second, because I got it here. Here we go. What I was looking for. And this is what I asked you about.
Where's the money going to, Jack, for title?
What do you mean he's pocketing it? He's been pocketing that pussy me $25 million over the course of the past 20 years. Sean Carter owes me $25 million.
Wow.
And the simple fact that he keeps slumping the greatest career performance that he's ever had, which is Jay-Z Unplugged, which would not have been what it is without me.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy AT2. Earlier this month, I had the pleasure.
So she'll stand by him as closely as she can, but she don't want to do that because she an accomplice, see? She an accomplice to all these niggas shits.
Someone put that in my chat, and I was all like, I don't know. What? Well, one thing about the moving on from the tape, I do want to say this. So you're not thinking about like, oh, well, I need to make sure that
they do. They starve you out.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I stopped releasing my music that I've been making consistently now for the past decade and keeping it in my private catalog only to be released on my streaming site.
Mm.
Because see, the shit that I gotta deal with, like that paperwork where my ex-husband forged my signature to give title, the rights to stream my music behind my back.
Your music is on Tidal?
Yes, 2/3 of my catalog is on Tidal.
Whoa. See, I only have Spotify. I'd never looked at Tidal before. But Tidal is supposed to give you, and that's the thing about Jay-Z that I find hypocritical, because Tidal is supposed to give like artists
greatest career performance that he's ever had, which is Jay-Z Unplugged, which would not have been what it is without me. The simple fact that they made sure that once my ex-husband brought my wardrobe so that I could perform, that they went and had a stylist go and damn near get the exact same outfit as me to put on that fucking Sal, Mary J. Blige, so that they could pretend that she was the one singing it unless I bowed down to him. Yo, these motherfuckers is wild, yo.
Wow. So how do you know that your ex-husband is not getting the royalties?
No, he's not getting it. Because if he was getting it, trust me, he would be gloating. What he gets is his Illuminati payment. You know, Jay-Z paid for his heart surgery that he had 2 years ago when he threw my son out in the street and said he couldn't afford to take him because his doctor bills were so high.
So you're saying that Sam is working with Roc Nation?
I'm telling you, we both took the blood oath. And he was paid to be my husband so no one would know who I was really involved with.
Oh, wow. So are you saying that you've been in the Illuminati ritual?
I'm admitting it now for the first time. I took the blood oath. And so did my first husband.
Whoa.
And I left.
That's why it ain't never been right since, because you left it. You don't leave anything like that.
I did. After I found out what actually happened to Aaliyah, there was no way I could stay.
Mm-mm. Oh my God.
And then I started doing my research. And I started talking to other victims. I should have never signed that non-disclosure agreement, but I did.
The problem here on YouTube, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to give Vlad some credit for this. Vlad said it right. Conspiracy works. And if you're a smaller channel covering facts that other bigger channels have covered, will not get you anywhere. You need to cover an angle. Like, for example, again, when I came up in the game, everybody's covering Drake and Kanye. So I cover Chicago artists and I cover niggas with colored hair that were popping on SoundCloud. That was the lane to get me some relevance. When everyone's talking about these factual situations that we now know, or at least even allegations that are at least merited, well, let's not say merited, but they at least maybe deserve some type of conversation, potentially, because they're now in court, or maybe they went to the police, cool. The mainstream outlets are covering those. You know, every smaller channel just talk about some Illuminati blood oath, everybody sucking everybody's dicks. Reason why this guy made it to the top is because he got his asshole pounded by a 15-inch dildo. Like, you get to realize that conspiracy theories, and by the way, this is where I oftentimes I look at Orlando Brown, but really more Jaguar Wright than anyone, and I'm like, even if we want to say maybe she's a little bit off the rocker, is she off the rocker or is she smart? We are fascinated, obviously, with this Diddy thing because the main reason we're fascinated by Diddy is because we didn't really know what the hell was going on in the industry, like at the top. Now we're hearing that weird sex parties we're having. We're like, oh man, that kind of like substantiates some of this weird stuff we heard was happening in the game. So that makes sense. We're like, oh shit, we want to hear more. Then you get Jaguar Wright, who's just gonna, every single day, I feel like she tells us more and more shit. We're like, what? Now, granted, I think people want to believe her. And that's the thing. And that's what I said about even Diddy. Diddy has given people, he's opened up the realms of possibility to what people are now able to believe. Because we're seeing some non-normal behavior with him. If I told you that that every billionaire has to fuck an animal, would you like be like, nah, that's a lie? Or be like, well, I could see that. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Now, here's the thing. If I had a YouTube channel now, well, I do have a YouTube channel. If now my whole mission was to show you pieces of evidence that to get to be a billionaire, you have to fuck an animal. It's almost like a true crime drama at that point. Y'all just keep watching. And I think that's what's happening with Jaguar Wright. So I can't tell if she's kind of off or she's smart enough to know, as people are fascinated about the unknown in the industry at the top of the top. As long as I keep talking about what happens supposedly at the top of the top, and I keep giving you information because you can't keep saying the same thing. You won't keep getting booked for podcasts. But every time now I come out with, oh, he owes me $1 million. Oh, I took a blood oath. Oh, he kicked out my son. Oh, he got my son killed. He did this. He did that. Shit, the more info she comes out with, the more we're like, really? And then after a while, you start saying so much shit that, again, by the natural order of the land, we don't really penalize you for what doesn't go right. It's like when people talk about aliens. We never be like, nigga, you're lying. Like, that wasn't a fucking alien. Nigga, get your vision fixed. We look at what could prove them right as opposed to what proved them wrong. As long as they're seen right a little bit, we keep watching. As long as Jaguar Wright, and by the way, she feels vindicated because Diddy got locked up. Now, in reality, her fucking rumors didn't get Diddy locked up. Cassie got Diddy locked up. That's what it is. But she gets to kind of parade in that realm. Anyway, I'll play a little bit more of this and then we are going to move on.
Mm-hmm. Them NDAs are crazy. But you know, if anything is illegal, you can speak out.
And look at what speaking out has done.
It's caused a lot of chaos. It has.
Now imagine if I told the full truth.
Oh, man.
Now, imagine if Chris Brown had said, I'm going to quit now because Jay-Z is going to ruin my life forever. Imagine all the great shit that wouldn't have happened.
But one of the things I caught her say was that, she's seen people basically being done wrong and just accepting anything. And that's just not what she was into. So she chose to walk away from it.
Got that. She can choose that all she wants. Does that make it right? For any
that's
artist.
her choice, that's her right.
No. Why does that make it right? Listen to what I'm saying. If she's amazing, if she has something to offer, if she's great at what she does, why should that even have to be a choice? See, this is what I talk about when I say cruelty-free artistry.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything that she just said is only relevant because cruelty in the arts community.
Okay. All right. Think we could hop off the Diddy trade. Well, actually, that was a lot more about Jay-Z. Think we could chill off of that for a bit. I do want to say salute to, as much as I've spoken, I don't know if it's necessarily in opposition to Jay-Z. I want to say shout out to Jay-Z because you got to stop the people who are incentivized by money to play with your name. Now, it also puts people in a really interesting place. If Jay-Z did do some shit to you, come out and say it. But make sure you tell him the goddamn truth. Don't come around and don't come out and play with it. Because what's happening, especially with the Diddy situation, there's a lot of people playing with it. Pause, no Diddy. They're saying stuff because other people are saying stuff, and other people's experience, most notably Cassie, makes us want to believe them, right? Because like Cassie shit seems real. So like shit, if we believe Cassie, why are these other people lying? You get what I'm saying? So I like what Jay-Z's doing, but it's put up or shut up time. If you are a victim of Jay-Z, if you think you are, well, why you ain't went to the authorities? Why you ain't filed a lawsuit? We don't want to hear no interviews from y'all. Get a lawsuit going on. And even then, you get a lawsuit going on, you know how his lawyers are coming. He gonna ruin your damn life off of that. So we'll see. Now, I say that without the knowledge of knowing whether maybe lawsuits have popped up and he settled them before we ever heard about him. Who knows? Long convoluted thing. We will get to it. But we're not gonna have the Me Too stream today. We did that for the first 2 hours. Let's kind of rotate into some other stuff. And really quickly, Drake and Kendrick.